Oh my god. Chat, we just started, and you know what I just realized? The title is wrong. So now I gotta remember how to change the title of this stream. Oh, never mind, it's easy. We got it. Boom. Now refresh the page. That's what I thought. Alright, let's get into this. Let's get full screen. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Now, in the last episode, we were investigating a robbery of the Sacred Urn of Curain Village. And in this episode, we are still investigating. However, instead of the investigation phase, we are now actively investigating in court. Yes, we are at the first main trial of this game. And also, we are going to meet Prosecutor Godot for the very first time, and it's going to be a big episode. It's going to be a great stream. Let's do it. Alright, where did we leave off? October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. This is probably going to be the only time I'm going to read all that. Alright, hold on. We got to get the voice warm-ups first. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot, we'll be together no matter the weather, whether we like it or not. Hey, whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot, we'll be together no matter the weather, whether we like it or not. Hey, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, unique New York, unique New York, you know you need unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, you know you need unique New York. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather. Damn it, I messed up. Alright. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mask-to-mask glossy I bought. Ooh, it's pretty stylish. You bought this where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Alright, if they gave us the photo, it's gonna be big in the courtroom. Come on, I'm guilty! Throw the book at me!
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lovely Taylor, I admit it! But you don't have the Sacred Urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they please give me a guilty verdict, please! Oh, there you are, Ronnie! Bonjour, sweetie! Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour! Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Oh, leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually... Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can't guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. She has an evil side, I know it. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck! To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. There's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the Sacred Urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Alright, here we go. October 13th, 10 a.m. There he is. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. Defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I'm Godot. Legendary prosecutor. Never lost a case.
Ah, he's the one the detective Amy was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Huh, none. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you'd never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Oh, okay. So unlike the other games, he's not actually like a prosecutor. Well, unless he's been a defense attorney, unless that's a big secret he's about to say. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Huh, don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. Well, okay, what is he saying? What does that mean? Trite describes a remark, idea, or story that is boring, unoriginal, or ineffective because it has been overused. Huh. The more you know. That's good. For all I knew, it sounded like I was saying a slur. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. There he is. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, first, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Alright, what does Gumshoe got to say? Mask the Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Mask to Mask, sir. It fits his modus operandi to a T. So then the actual identity of this Mask to Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you... Oh, he's got his coffee. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Okay, so you let Francisca in here with a frickin' whip, but you're drawing the line at Godot having a cup of coffee. Alright. Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Mask to Mask who stole the urn. Alright. Let's get into it. As a master thief, let's just start pressing. You were involved in the investigation from the beginning.
Yup, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Savari, author on thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority.
The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal.
It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. I'm sorry, Gumshoe, we're gonna press harder. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? Oh, cause yeah, the ace detective.
Got it, pal, except for maybe the thief's mom, that is.
Isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
You don't mean Detective Savari, do you? Who is this person? Savari, he sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
What the heck? I guess he's not that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me, even now.
So confident, he sends his calling card before he commits the crimes. Yes, and before a heist. Oh, this has a text! I didn't even know. No, okay. I'll be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your Treasures of Kurain exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn. Well, yours truly, Mask to Mask. Okay. Well, that adds up. I suppose it's 5th heist. Let's press on that. Damn, Phoenix, his 5th heist and your 5th screw-up, huh?
Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You, of all people, shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me?
Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. Only the most precious art pieces. That sounds right, but... Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well,
His first on. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir, it's the blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Angora, you know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Magina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the museum.
and the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't like the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. Of hell! Where Godot says I come from. Or where he comes from, whatever. What's his modus operandi? Do I have evidence on the modus operandi? I don't think I do. I hope this is one of those where you just kind of have to press on everything and then it's like, alright, there's no flaws in your testimony, sir. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since the robbery seems to fit all those conditions... That's right, it means that Mask to Mask is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like it was Mask to Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Mask to Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Mask to Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Mask to Mask. What did I press on? Oh, I pressed on this? Have you been involved in the investigation? Yeah, we pressed on this. What about the calling card? Seen any of these calling cards?
Of course I have, except... the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real?
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask to Mask's emblem. Well, this is in black, Mask to Mask. Huh. God, I asked about all of this, didn't I? Dang, okay, I don't know where to go with this. No real evidence either way as to whether Ron. Urine hasn't turned up yet. So even though we know it was Mask to Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Mask to Mask. Okay, well I'll just press him one more time about this. Do I have to bring in the detective, maybe? Ace Detective, he has great powers of deduction. It really makes sense. Sends a calling card before a heist. Okay. Where do I go with this? It's gotta be something that contradicts. Fountain pen. Oh, what is this again? Don't want your true identity revealed to the world. Come to the KB security at 1 AM on October 12th to bring $50,000. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Oh, wait, Gumshoe said something about a red diamond. Hold on. I don't think we're gonna present that yet. This could be helpful for later on. Blue diamond. Okay, never mind. Sacred Urn, Rain Village. Move to the night of the crime. One of the treasures of the Korean village. Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. Do I use that it has no monetary value? Objection! Yeah! Okay. I just had to look at all the evidence. Because that was the only thing that made sense. Okay. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Sure, in the little one, that question is making me nervous.
You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
There's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What did you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what's the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask to Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
This coffee here. It's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. Oh, hey, that was my Boy Scout troop number. Trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. It's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? You're really a man. You should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. You're saying it wasn't mask to mask that stole the urn? Then it must be someone imitating mask to mask methods. Fake.
A fake to mask?
Fake to mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Listen, I'm just saying, the only other guy I've met wearing a mask so far is Godot. What if Godot is mask to mask? I don't know.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Because I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact mask to mask. Ooh. Okay, alright. Photo storeroom entrance, taken by the camera the night of the crime. Oh, this! He's in a costume. The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Huh.
Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. The box. Because it was at the scene of the crime. It's right here, I think. What?
Is that what was so peculiar?
The place that you're pointing to is all wrong. What do you mean? The only thing peculiar in this courtroom is on top of your head. Nick, are you gonna let him get away with making fun of your hair? Yes, at least I know he can't use his goggles to fry me or something. Anyway, okay, well it's not the box then. Is it the mask? Or is it this? This is the inside of the building. Let's go with the mask for now. No, it's not that either. Okay. It's always these photos ones that gets me. In the old games, they used to be really clear. Now, as I get further, I suck at them. This still has the indent missing, but I'll still go with this. Nope. What is peculiar about this photo? I don't know. I can look at the court record now. What's this photo of mask? Okay, well, it's just kind of white all over. There's no real way to tell. Some mouth slits. Oh, wait a minute, this isn't... He has a different uniform. Nope, okay, it's not that either, alright. Because he's wearing Ron's clothes. Yeah. He's not wearing the mask-to-mask outfit. So that's what it is. Right? Is it not? The gloves. We'll go with the gloves. Nope. Dude, I was gonna run out of coffee by the time I'm done with this. Okay, well this is a picture of him. Oh no, that is what he wears. He has a smiler. Does he have the smiler on? The smiley face? He doesn't have the smiley face, that's what it is. Okay. Well, luckily I didn't get any penalties for that. Okay, it's this. Yeah, it's right here, of course.
You mean mask to mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's capes on.
Clasp? Ah, I see now.
But the mask Damask in the security camera photo... Ah, he has no brooch! The brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask Damask is a fake. I've been fooled again!
Order! It's true, undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you overlook this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
You know, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this? That's Master Math's brooch!
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? It must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
We didn't even call him pal. I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. This guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? A friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. What?
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. It's not the word I would use, Godot, but whatever.
Ooh, no, what? The defense fingerprints are on the brooch. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that branch.
If you're gonna I said branch. If you're gonna attach to my metallic girlfriend here, take good care of her.
I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing.
There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh, Phoenix. You have a problem. Alright, the brooch, found in the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off some clothing. It's a tiring job being a defense attorney. You mess with Godot, and you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh?
You're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence. It's good enough.
Doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? One second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see, it's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that! Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, sick prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. So it's worth nothing. Because Detective Gumshoe is not worth anything, and if it's worth 100, that's 100 times 0, which is 0. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us about what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, decreasingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Alright. Got a lot of time jargon going on in here.
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Oh, well, sir, old timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great mask the mask on my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
What I witnessed. Alright, first things first. Save the game. It's approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. The date changes at midnight. Objection. So it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? Ah, that's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it.
Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, you said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely! That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. In any case, it's when my nemesis, the infamous Master dancingly descended upon me. Okay, so he is saying that he got hit on the head. So that's why he didn't witness. Didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part, as I put it. I saw his mask, that's all that I can recall.
It's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as this photo's authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Then let's continue with the testimony.
Doctor swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When he awoke, I was gone. Yeah, so he said he was knocked out. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? Certainly some very impressive detective work.
Ah, fool, Sir Lawyer. Have you ever been suddenly struck on the head?
Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher.
And what happened?
I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you?
The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. May have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then...
You used the emergency phone. What can you say about that? About this 30 minutes.
My silver cord was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold.
So what happened during these 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. The span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Amy. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked out unconscious before he can fight back. But that can't be right, it contradicts the evidence.
Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Oh yeah, because there was a struggle, because the thing was ripped off. Oh, this is the wrong one. This is the one I wanted to press on. Okay, well, let's talk about this. Dancingly descended from where exactly?
Well, from the entrance, I suppose, or where else?
So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
My eyes were looking for the thief's saddle while my ears listened for his footfalls.
But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. Okay.
That can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes.
Yeah, right, W. Ace Dunce. Okay. Well, I don't think it would be this on this. Because it does say that he got knocked out. Blow to the back of the head. Darkness swallowed before it could land a single strike. I guess... Looks like it was torn off? Can I present this?
Objection!
Okay, that is what it is. Mr. Amy. Okay, I just need to present evidence with a question mark every time, because every time I do that, it's right. Could you take a look at this with a special monocle of yours? Aha, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. It is, in point of fact, Mask the Mask brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Actually, it was in the Buddha. Ah, elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. Clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. It's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atme! Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness! Giving false testimony is a serious crime that goes rarely unpunished, or that rarely gets punished in this series.
No! Wait just a moment, sir, old timer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
True measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much. Hey, don't say that to Maya.
Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hey, hold on. It's quite enough. Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Save the big questions for the testimony. It's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. Look at me, I agree completely.
I thought Godot was going to go on another lecture.
Indeed, it is true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed the weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow stuck too, bam, and that's all she wrote.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask to Mask.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he stuck me from behind.
His third crime.
What? Seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Oh, he changed his testimony. Okay.
That's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good. Alright. Oh, the music changed. It's getting real. His first blow. Can you tell us a little bit more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious?
I assumed the Atme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
Where does the flash of light come from? What do I do now? Should I ask more? That you were blinded. So what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
Statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing.
Well, that wasn't very much help at all.
Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah? What is it?
This Luke Adme guy is definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. About this true nature of the detective. Okay, Phoenix is figuring out. I'm not. He looked away from the door for a brief moment. So why did you look away from the door anyway?
In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer, elegantly, of course.
So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask more questions? About the computer? Well, he was at the computer the whole time, though. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me! In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. Hehehehe. What's wrong, Soy Lawyer? I'm gonna go back and ask another question. Yeah, blah 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 blah. We've seen this before. About the sensor? What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter an exit from. There is an air conditioner, duct, solar pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. It's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. I went from making him French and now I'm like making him like Spanish. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? As that's cleared up any doubts you had about me, sir lawyer. Okay. This was moved the night of the crime. Because he says something about the statue. Warehouse camera went off at 1 AM. That's a camera, not sensors. Weapon from the side? Oh, well, wasn't the sword in the statue at first? What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, Look at Me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Okay, no. That is true. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct! Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the sword.
So the thief armed himself with the sword, and what about yourself, witness?
True gentleman fights with his own fists, but they were not enough. Had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club.
Sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent during this time was my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. This guy's a real piece of work. Okay, I can ask him another question here. And that's all the information I can get out of him. Him being blinded is the only thing that makes sense, but I already asked him about that. What is this anime fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it. That's the anime fighting style.
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
Always say it was very important. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique, after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness. We'll go on ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. Here we go.
Put me back to the wall to the fight. My thief's blood landed upon my third eye. Where's this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened, so you may call it the forehead if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Sir Lawyer, looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. Oh! Yeah, if he got hit on the forehead, because he just said he got hit in the back of the head. Okay. I'm confident in this one, which means it's gonna be wrong. Objection! Never mind, it's right. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards! What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through someone besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome atomere.
From behind, huh?
But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
The geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong. His objection is a lot lower than I thought it would be. To err is human, to forgive divine. This is actually kind of the voice... It's the voice I thought you would have, which is funny. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on! It's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like that? I'll always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. He has a lot of rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... he's not masked to mask. He's either a fake or no ace detective. I'll just say he's a fake. This witness doesn't look at me. He's a fake. So now it's not just mask to mask. They're saying I'm a fake, too. An ace detective could never be as forgetful as this guy. Busters like you are often suspicious of others as well.
Really, this is too much.
Oh. I was wrong on that front. Alright. He's no ace detective? Is this wrong too? Truth is, the witness is no ace detective at all. So then what exactly are you saying that I am? Well, an average detective? Wait, so he's mask to mask? Oh, that was the one I thought it definitely wasn't. Alright. Well, there goes the flawless run. Answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually mask to mask. Yeah.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's testimony. Or his story. His testimony works too. But he says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at the... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are in fact mask to mask. Ah,
but Mr. Wright, the photo, it clearly shows mask to mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness?
Well, if it is, he's not going to admit it. Aha! The mask's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atmey, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, when you assumed the thief's identity... He threw coffee at me! Godot blend number 102. My personal favorite.
Mr. Godot!
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and
I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is in fact nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Wright. If this detective really is the thief, then shows the proof you claim. It had better be as hot and as perfect as the copy drifting down your face.
Well, Mr. Wright, we'll just stand there. fact, save your game. You never know when you could get the wrong evidence and end the trial. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Hammy looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. Can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke at me is in fact Mask the Mask. There's a lot we haven't gone through. When did he get hired? What did Adrian Andrews say? I forget when he got hired. Poster. Is it this? This was made for the night of the crime. He said something about this statue. I don't know. Right now, I'll just say it's yet to be found because I don't know. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Huh. Just when I thought. Man has to hold his head up no matter how bad things get after all.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief. I always like to say I don't have any evidence, just in case it is a trick question. Don't give up, Nick. Try harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all.
Seems that the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot. What? Who?
Hey! Oh, it was a trick question! Ha! Gotcha!
Who are you?
It doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delight, what are you doing here? Nicky boy! The thing you've been looking for? I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well,
That's...
the sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn.
Order! 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 You, madam! That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective Luke Atme. Oh, Tessie, you're the best! Sacred urn found. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection!
Pathetic. Mr. Godot? You have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor.
It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspersions at before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, listen to the young lady here. Her name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes? What about it?
How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just bought it here. I just brought it here from the detective's office. Silly me, if I said bought, that would incriminate myself.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more can only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense to these people. There must be some way. Gotta prove that room was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Wait, this says Amy. It's like Danganronpa Trial 1 all over again. Pink and everything. Danganronpa really stole from this, because this was supposed to say I am. So whoever broke it obviously rebuilt it in front of Amy. Testify about what I saw. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say? Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we? You're right, I remember doing that. Whatever was in there was hard and round and smooth, too. Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have! But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Amy walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. You're right! Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there is still a single flickering candle of truth. Nicky boy! Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn. Maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. About it, Mr. Wright. Have you given up yet? Well, fingerprints on the urn, then? Prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come on now! Now you're really making me laugh, sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed! May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were in the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going to do now? Amy must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. There, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. I mean, there should be Pearl's fingerprints. Oh, I mean, there should be Ron's. Let me give you an important piece of advice. The one who keeps the cool hat all the way until the game's end is the winner.
Let me give you an even more important piece of evidence, Mr. Wright. We're not gonna win this game with that answer.
Okay, I guess it's not Ron. Wow, even the judge is making cool, snappy remarks now. Oh! Okay, well if it's not at me, then it has to be the wife. It has to be Desiree's fingerprints. Oh, hi, Godot. He doesn't have an age. It's okay, who is it then? Because we obviously can't do mask-to-mask fingerprints. Okay, the urn was put in that bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. Person I should be fingering. Can we say that? Person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. Atme Detective Agency. I mean, all the obvious ones are gone. I mean, do I just double down? Nope. This doesn't make sense. What if I think it over again? Forgive me, Your Honor, I've decided to think the whole thing over again. Do I just say I can't prove anything yet?
Very well, looks like that's all then.
Exactly, and this urn is all the proof I need to make my case. What? You still don't get it, huh? Listen closely, Mr. Trade. This is the urn that Mask to Mask stole, right? Now, the wife of the accused comes strolling in here with this very same urn. Exactly, so her fingerprints should be on the urn! Now, who would you think is the thief? No, that's wrong. It's not what I've got it. Nick, you can't let him do this. So fingerprint the wife! What are we doing? Oh my god. There's be another way around this. Please let me think it over one more. Oh my god. So, someone's fingerprints are. Is it Pearl's fingerprints? It. Is it Godot? I'm gonna go with Pearl. Oh my goodness. There's no way, right? Okay, good. I was about to be so pissed if it was like, oh no, it's gonna be Mask to Mask. Bro, all of the candidates are gone. Because who have I guessed? Unless it's Gumshoe. Bruh! I'm gonna run out of health. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Godot himself. Oh my goodness gracious. Who's ready to have to replay the latter half of this trial? Alright. Well, we'll watch the game over cutscene real quick.
That's enough! This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant Ron Delight guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Bullshit, dude. Not my fault. Not my fault. Alright, round 2. Let's go. Okay, where did I leave out? Decisive evidence has yet to be found. And then she comes in. Okay. I just realized she has tire earrings. Okay, yeah, order in the court. Oh my god, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I didn't actually look at the urn itself. Found in the office, Luke has pink splotches all over it.
Objection!
It's, like, it's clearly Luke. I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's get going. Get on with it! Because the testimony doesn't do anything, right? You never saw it with your own eyes, so you can't testify. So show fingerprints on the urn. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves. His fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. His fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Come too far to turn back now. I mean, he must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. There, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Oh! It's my fingerprints. Okay, that I get it, but that's kind of stupid. So what does all the fuss about the fingerprints anyway? Because the thing is, this isn't helping my argument. Realistically, because even if it was in... Oh, I guess... No, because I guess we didn't state it was in Atmy's office yesterday. No, yeah, okay. Mr. Atmy, do you recall the events of yesterday? Yeah, open up. The clue they give you right before you do that is way better than the clue if you just simply try again after guessing wrong. I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Like my... Okay.
That was just...
Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmy's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does.
What did you say?
It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it was after that was yesterday at the Atmy Detective Agency. This blend. Godot blend number 107. I've decided
It's a little too bitter after all.
oh, it's the first sign of weakness. Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken them down. Oh, yeah! Take a good look, everyone. Okay, I'm looking. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask the Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. So is this everything? Are we just gonna ignore everything that happened with Larry?
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmy's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight wasn't actually the thief.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Oh, no, we're still going. Okay. Oh, now he's testifying? You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not- this can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! It's him! I'm the one you want- I'm the thief, I tell you! Okay, he said to- oh, I'm him. Never mind. So do it! Pronounce me guilty, please!
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge... What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Huh. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are Mask the Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy, just remember one thing. boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
Okay then, talk. Well, listening. Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
I gotta prove fucking idiot McGee over here. Truth is, I've been masked to mask all along. I mean, you can't actually prove that I'm not actually masked to mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night therein was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. He said dancingly descended, eh? Look, you could see right there in that photo, that's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. Okay, this makes me feel a little better that at least I wasn't one away from not failing this trial.
I don't like the direction this trial is taken.
This is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway.
You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godot, you're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and untrue Mask the Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Alright. So he says he's just gonna get this one and only one. But I know this is gonna go on for like 5 cross-examinations. Just you wait. I thought you were gonna be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Mask to Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy? Hey, now that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making out the outrageous claim for one. What am I even reading? I don't know, I'm too close to the screen! Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree, it's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Mask to Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need a shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. So now we're doing the opposite. Sorry, my ears are hurting because of the headset. We're doing the opposite of what we did before. That, like, it had to be Mask to Mask. And now we're saying that it couldn't be Ron. No doubt about it. That's Mask to Mask. Yes, but don't forget there's something important missing. The real Mask to Mask has a big brooch on his chest. Also, he's carrying the box, and the box was left at the crime. That's gonna be what it is. I just can't prove it yet. Huh? Oh, well, I'm always a little nervous when I'm working. There's a bit of clothing left on the backside of this brooch. I don't think it could have been torn off that easily. Yes, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Right now we're trying to prove that Mr. Delight isn't the thief, right? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't read any of that text. I thought it was just gonna be the end. You missed out on me saying attention whore. Anyway, time to poke some holes in that testimony of his. You may think you're the real Mask to Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. The way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? It sounds like we're gonna get sidetracked again. I'm gonna press harder, because it's like, well, it makes sense. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. Second, there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests. It's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. She's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic.
So you do have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony, I beg of you. You've got no alibi?
Been a judge for a long time. This is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No, that's too vague even for me to be more precise. I was down in the basement of my house. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but...
You think you can prove that and wake up and smell the coffee?
Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Well, let's see. Warehouse camera went off at around 1 a.m. Is that it? Found Ron's wallet, opened the KB... Oh yeah, his wallet! Yeah. It's his wallet. I have the evidence, or do you still think I'm some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. Thought I was more confident than angry.
Well, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. His wallet.
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at the KB security headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. Quit calling me Shirley. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Wait, but 1:30! That's when the guy woke up. Or, supposedly he woke up.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there, not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office. Which is just what I need to save my game. No!
That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. Evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night.
Ooh, is this? Yeah, if you don't want your trade identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
Yes. Basically, it says, bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime.
No, 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 no! Order! 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 So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense.
Objection!
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But, did you actually investigate this CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that, at least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendants entered the CEO's office. But you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. Oh my god, this trial isn't over. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There's someone else who can testify.
Keycard was Larry Butts! It's gotta be him! Who is this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. Just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
You weren't even there either. Well, unless the second time he came. Anyway,
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
oh?
The question at hand is, this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building I work! According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data.
He really had a spit take. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Yeah. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of the crime. Ron's wallet used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 AM. That means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as mask to mask in the photo. Yeah, we got that. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. Prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick!
I'm a little scared because the evidence card was updated, so that means I feel like we're gonna have to keep going. That's enough! Came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant Mr. Ron Delight.
There we go. Could have been over a little quicker, but at least that wasn't as much of a tangent as I thought.
The court is now adjourned.
Thanks, was that the episode done? Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it! I believed in you all along, Nicky boy! I don't know how I can ever repay you.
I know how. Just kidding.
She's a married woman. Oh, shucks, thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Oh, trying to do Pearl's voice after all that low register is killing my voice. Oh, Pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Weren't you there with it? Oh no, Pearl wasn't. Oh, she's nobody. She's married!
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ouch! She slapped me!
Pearly... This woman is Miss Desiree Delight.
She's our client's wife.
Mr. Nick?
Yes?
Even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own clients?
No, you've got it all wrong!
I'll never forgive you!
Oh, double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught. And it spells Amy again. A little bit of pain on there, but, you know, nothing we can't fix. It's been broken before, it's shattered into pieces. I mean, you know, it's not really a sacred urn anymore. Well, whatever. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. We won the case. Then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, I just came in to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Ooh. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? KB Security, Maya. We just talked about it. Come on, get the system. Get the program.
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security?
Wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that cheap little urn was being stolen, CEO of KB Security was being murdered. Why can't we just make these two one case? Do a better version of Turnabout Rise from the Ashes? Because now this whole trial just kind of feels useless. Unless if this is still going to be the same trial. I don't know. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron DeLight was in the CEO's office. The scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on. Don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security. Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kinda like an anti-alibi. No way! He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie! It can't be true! But I am a thief, I tell you! Ron DeLight, you're going back to prison again. Again? What do you mean again? This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. Why is he the only one gets, like, his own unique theme? You and I weren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least, let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy. Who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Yeah, Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's gonna happen next? Oh, it is a to be continued. Okay, so it is still the same episode. Okay. Either way, I think we're gonna end it there. Well, we'll check in on October 13th at a later date. That's the same thing I just did. I got a bit of homework to do. And probably a movie to watch later. I don't know which one, but I'm feeling like a movie, so that's what I'll be doing. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I mean, if anything, this is just a log of me playing this game. So far, I enjoyed it. I've been liking the cases. And I'll see y'all in the next one.